Hello, and welcome to this installment of Bunny Boy Bob's Big Adventures in Eorzea. I'm Grandpa Pans, and we are playing Final Fantasy XIV, the online MMO game by Square Enix. Want to say thank you to Square Enix for this fun and exciting game. Apparently, right now, we no longer have the Moonfire Fair going on, but now we have the Rising. The Rising is a celebratory event for the 9th year of the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, and been enjoying the festivities. I am looking currently for the Wandering Minstrel, and I have no idea where I'm looking for him at. He was supposed to be right around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. I found him. And he is going to kick off this event for us. Newfound Journey. We're going to get a cool little minion that's going to follow us around. And then we'll get some gil and some experience. So let's go ahead and accept this quest and see what it says. Greetings, friend. By your dauntless bearing, I assume you are an adventurer. As for myself, I am a humble wandering minstrel, one who draws inspiration from the daring deeds of those in your calling. Thank you. If you have a moment, there are... let's see. If you have a moment, there is a favor I would ask of you. Will you not hear me out? Sure. In part, due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Not all are yet wise in the ways of the world, however, and I fear they might fall prey to less principled types in Uldar. If one such as you were to help them on their way, I would feel more at ease. What say you? Will you not take a fledgling adventurer under your wing? I am truly grateful. Now, I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly. If you go and wait at the gate of Anald, chances are a soul will wander in who has just embarked upon the path of adventurer. Pray, greet them and offer your help. Worry not, you'll have no trouble identifying them. You need but look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. I dare say it will feel like glimpses into the past. Right to the part where you are greeted by a helpful stranger. Okay. Seasonal quest accepted. Yes. And where do I find that gate? Oh yes, I know where I find that gate. Let's go ahead and kick some booktucks. Here's the gate. Too far away. There we go. We're waiting. It's a Makito who's coming in. Oh, there I am. Oi, adventurer, over here. Is this your first trip to Uldar? Welcome to Uldar. Let's do that one. Welcome to Uldar. Who are you? An experienced adventurer, you say? And you want to help me on my way? Well, I could certainly use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Ildar. My name is Nangje? Jekye. But just Nangji will do. And, as you rightly guessed, I am an inspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So I understand that you first need to register at the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where it is? Yes. It's this big, beautiful place. Just through that door, is it? Thank you. I'll head there at once. Wait. Neji rushes off before you can offer further explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. I agree. All right. Let's see if we can find him, shall we? There he is. Hey, Neji. In and out, in and out. Come on, Neji. You can do it. Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here too. Why, hello there. What can I do for you today? The lad's here to register, is he? Yes, madam. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Naji Jekye. And I'm 16 years old. Practically, I'm a man grown. Aren't we a lively one? Momodi's the name. And if you want to be an adventurer, then you've come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come. With that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Embarrassing him. Now then, normally I'd offer you the grand tour. But in light of present company, I reckon you ought to have it from him. He's your senior in adventuring, after all, and you could do worse than to get his advice. To begin with, perhaps you could recommend a guild here in Uldar for Naji to join. If it's too noisy in here, there are benches just outside where you can have a nice little chat. Thank you. And off we go. Bye, Momodi. Okay, so we're going to go out here to the benches, shall we? Yeah. I see. There's the benches. I must confess, choosing a guild is quite daunting. I'd appreciate any advice you can offer. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Okay. Alright. Let's talk guilds. Okay, we can't skip this. I'm all ears, Robert. Adventuring can be dangerous. What attracted you to it? Why did you want to become an adventurer? Let's do the adventuring is dangerous. A merchant who was in a carriage with me, something, asked me much the same thing. At the time, I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. But having now set foot in Uldar, it's become clearer in my mind. I wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon, wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like it, then? Traveling, that is? I love traveling. There's nothing like the thrill of seeing new sights, or traveling is nice, but I prefer to put my roots... traveling is... I love traveling. So you do. I have an older sister. During the calamity, we fled Gridania and took refuge in a village in the mountains. I ended up staying in that secluded place, and it's long been a dream of mine to travel the world. But, inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? One representing of students of the fighting arts, one representing crafting and gathering. Let's do the fighting arts. I see, a place where I can learn how to protect myself and others. If I recall correctly, Uldar is home to the pugilist and Thermitarge's guilds. Of those two, I'd choose the pugilist. I've always enjoyed rigorous exercise, and I'm quite confident in my physical abilities. Yes, I believe this is the guild for me. I'll go and join at once. Will you be all right by yourself? I can show you to the guild if you'd like. Let's do that one. Thanks for your concern, but I should be fine. If you still have time, though, Could we meet again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask about you about. Mm-hmm. Great. I'll look for you here when I'm done. You wait a good while, but there is no sign of Naji. Perhaps you should look in on him at the Pugilist Guild. I think you're right. And we'll go to the Crystal and travel to the Pugilist Guild and see where we're at. And we'll travel there via the Ethernet. Let's see, Pugilist Guild. There is no Pugilist Guild. Did he mean gladiator? Let's go to the gladiator. Nope, not there. Oh, I guess there is a Pugilist Guild, but there's no... there's no teleportation device there. And I don't think I've ever been there before. Thermachurch. Okay, let's check out the Thermachurch. Okay, now that that plane's gone, let's head over to the Thaumaturge Guild and then find the Pugilist from there. Because I've never been there to know where it's at, apparently. It's in here. Ah, here's the Pugilist Guild. That was a most impressive display, young one. Watching you, I'm reminded of myself in my youth. Swift, strong, and handsome. Not to say that I'm not these things anymore, of course. You're too kind, Master Hammond, and I'm sure you're still all those things and more. Now, Naji. Take care you don't flatter the old man overmuch. His neck couldn't bear his head getting any larger. Ah, Robert, I'm glad to say that pugilism agrees with me. My thanks for your recommendation. So you're the one who sent Naji to us. The lad possesses rare talent, and I look forward to watching him grow in our art. Right then, my boy. Remember today's lesson well, and keep at your training. Next time we shall try something a little harder. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. So engrossed was I in the combinations, I lost track of time. Oh, I should mention something. As I was training, a peculiar minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk an adventurer's path, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me. If you're willing, he's apparently waiting at the Ruby Road Exchange. I know exactly where that is. Alright, Ruby Road Exchange is just up ahead here. Do we see him? Do we see him? Yep, there he is. My friend, you have done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? Do you mean to say Robert approached me at your behest? He did, I must confess. You see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times, while any number of subjects would be worthwhile. Of greatest interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. In thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I'd hoped for inspiration to strike, and I'm pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience walking your path, you have helped Naji to begin walking his. A reminder that the present owes its existence to the past. That is to say, the present and the past are deeply intertwined. If we would capture the former, we couldn't well disregard the latter. And this brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to the realm's rebirth, and present it to me with its tale. Well now, that sounds not unlike a treasure hunt, and it'd be my very first task as an adventurer. What do you say, Robert? Shall we do it? Yes. Excellent. When you have your items, pray seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring. There are many vendors at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something. So let's begin our search there. And off he goes. And off he goes. And off I go. And I guess I'm heading to the Sapphire Exchange. Let's go ahead and travel over to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. All right. Put my book away. I have to fix that keybind. There he is. Come on, let's begin looking around. Naji Jekia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Naji Jekia behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Naji accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Okie dokie. Now he's following me. And we have an independent jeweler right here. Welcome, welcome. What is it that you're after? Objects with a connection to the calamity, you say? Why, I have just the thing. An amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Carthano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea, when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, and lost his life going to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale, but I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? If the knight fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon, and, with his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So, what do you say? If you're interested, I would be willing to part with the relic for a special price, but for today only. This feels a bit dubious. Shall we look around some more? There's bound to be other things out there. Alright, well, we spoke with the first one. Let's go ahead. Oh, conversation point. Tuck. An object with a connection to the calamity. I wonder what manner of things we'll find. Good question. That's a potlatch. Let's keep going. We've got more stuff around here. Ooh, someone here. Greetings and welcome to my exhibit. Please feel free to browse at your leisure. And don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear a connection to the calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder pandal, entitled The Sultan of Sultana's Seven, depicts an inspiring event from the calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalimond. Its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultana. Looting and rioting broke out across Uldar. to quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their sultana. There she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th Umbram era. Yet, so doing as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbors, but to proffer him the hand of succor. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted upon Eldar. And those who returned from the battlefield found their home much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Uldar is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing the tale. It's indeed inspiring, and you've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. So far, so good. Let's look around just a bit more. Okie dokie. Another chitty chatter area. Talk. An object with a connection to the calamity. I wonder what manner of things we'll find. Oh, that just not this. Come on, over here. Independent merchant. Greetings. From daily necessities to unusual curios, ideal in all manner of wares. If there is something in particular you seek, you need but ask. Objects to do with the calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case, I have something that may be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the calamity in detail, and I dare say it has value for students of history. Oh, an adventurer's first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it. Do you keep a journal of your adventures as well, Robert? If so, I'd love to read it too one day. With your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I also have a scrapbook of articles from The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover the events outside the calamity, however. Articles from The Raven, you say? I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. You have seen enough objects and learned the stories behind them. Make your way to the end of Sapphire Alley Exchange with Naji, and speak with him. Okie dokie. That must be this spot back here. Right. This looks like a good spot as any. I don't know about you, but that was all very new and exciting for me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object. It's been a great experience, and I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we want to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? Yep, I have. I want the adventurer's journal. That sounded so cool. I see. I did consider that too, but in the end settled on something else. What is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. Am I spending gil? You obtain a retired adventurer's journal. No, I guess I don't have to pay anything. That's good. Okay, I'd just run there. It won't take too much time. Alright. Oh, there he is up there. Hello, Mr. Minstrel. Naji's already here. Nadia, welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust. Well now, what have we here? A journal of an adventurer, you say? Despite the vendor's claims, such records typically do not have much historical value on account of their limited perspective and inherent partiality. Yet, by the same token, they have great value to me, for they offer a glimpse into the writer's heart. There is no richer material for penning verses. Now then, what of you, young Naji? And what might this be? It's a scrapbook of articles from the Raven. I had a feeling he was going to grab that one. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. During the calamity, she traveled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys, and I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. They seemed like such a diverse crowd, adventurers. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord within me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose the scrapbook. I see. The footprints someone leaves on their journey become the starting point for another. That's very wise, actually. Yes, a verse comes to me, a blessing for those souls who are taking their first chary steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Noki Yoshida. Naoki Yoshida. And I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurer's journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet, I ardently believe that it is a small but significant step in our quest to create new adventurers. Indeed, another great challenge is about to visit the world, and it shall open the way to existing new journeys. And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on to the distant horizon and beyond. Now, the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts always. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Wow, that really kind of makes me tear up. Thank you for the generous reward and the uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time I set out on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again somewhere out there. Come what may, never forget to smile. Pass my regards to your sister. I look forward to hearing your tales. Come what may, never forget to smile. Yes, goodbye. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history do we stand, and for you I would perform another song. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief, neither stars and thought storms. Oh, nathe, stars, and through storms, the answers to seek. Your footprints here, no, your footprints are threads to be greeted with, to be gathered and woven. goodness, I am definitely not a singer. A song of dawn resplendid, dancing high to the heavens. For the embrace of the gods through mankind has been torn. Upon winds eternal lives and memories are born. The future is unwritten. Bring it rapture or sorrow. Our journey shall continue unto tomorrow and tomorrow. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Finally, the fireworks. Oh, I saw them earlier. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Naji set off? Did the sight fill you with worry for the fledgling adventurer, or did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginning? Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. Wow. I get my clockwork souls, some gil, and some experience. And the seasonal event quest is complete. You have unlocked the jigsaw puzzle minigame. To play minigames, open the toy chest found in any inn room. Yeah, I'll have to try that someday when we're trying to kill time. The whole 9 yams. Hey, I got the gift. I got it. Nice. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. And use my minion. And let's summon our minion now, shall we? Nope. Nope. There he is. Yay. Emote. General, special. Wow. Oh, I see. I can do emotes to it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, we didn't go after the elder one and the sylphs, but this was a fun side trip. Maybe we'll go ahead and continue on, since this is going to be a event going on through the first week or two of September. We'll definitely have some time to get things done. So, just wanted to say thank you all for joining in, and I appreciate you watching this installment of Bunny Boy Bob's Big Adventures in Eorzea. I am Grandpa Pans, playing Final Fantasy XIV, the online MMO game by Square Enix. Good day.